Here today we will deal another numerical questions which is asked from macroeconomics. One question is asked in 2019. You are given the data on the following variable in an economy like government spending, planned investment, net export, autonomous taxes, income tax rate, marginal propensity to consume. So we need to find out consumption is 600 when income is equal to 1500. Solve for autonomous consumption. So questions 1 demanding to find out the autonomous consumption. Second question, solve for equilibrium level of output denoted respectively by YW and YW in two scenario, presence and absence of income tax. First of all, we have to find out the level of income without income tax. Next, we have to find out the equilibrium level of income with taking income tax. Solve the change in net export, what would bring the equilibrium output level in the economy with the income tax to the level. We found specially both the magnitude and sign of the change, that is how the net exports undergo changes after the change in income. Now let's solve the problems. So what is the problem? So given here, we are given we have to find out autonomous consumption expenditures. So here what is the autonomous consumption? Say autonomous consumption expenditures. Autonomous consumption expenditure, that is A. That is, first of all, consumption function is given as C is equal A plus B YD. YD means disposable income. So total consumption expenditure, basically it is the sum of the autonomous consumption expenditures as well as induced consumption expenditures. So this is the consumption functions. This one consumption function. This much is autonomous, which does not related with income level. Autonomous consumption expenditure is what? It's simple thing. Zero level of income when there is expenditure, some consumption expenditure, which is termed as autonomous consumption expenditures. And this is the slope of the consumption curve, that is B, that is marginal propensity to consume. So therefore, answer 1, consumption expenditure is given here. First of all, we have to structure these equations as per our demand of the questions. This one consumptions A plus B, and disposable income is what here? Income minus rate of income tax, that will be multiplied by income. So we will get the total amount of tax levied by government. So autonomous tax. So this is how we get C is equal to A plus B. Here 1 minus T, Y minus T. So total consumption expenditure is given in our question, which is 600. We need to find out the autonomous consumption expenditure, that is the value of A. And B, indicating the marginal propensity to consume, which is given as 0.5, and 1 minus T, that is 1 minus T means 1 minus T, that is the rate of tax, which is also given 0.1. This is a rate of tax 0.1. Total tax, that is autonomous tax, is given here 250. 250 is autonomous tax is given. Now this one 600 is equal A plus 0.5. Here we will get 0.1, that is 0.9 into income level is given, that is 1500 minus 250. So 600 is equal A plus, here we will get 0.5 into, after solving this much we will get 1100. So here 600 is equal A plus, here we will get 550. Here we will get 550. So this is why A is equal 50. So after adding 000, the question is demanding 000, 1000 crores. So therefore autonomous consumption expenditure is equal 50 and next 30 crore. So 50,000 crore. This is the answer of the first questions. This is autonomous consumptions. It's simply the total consumption expenditure is the sum of the autonomous consumption expenditures and induced consumption expenditure. This portion indicating induced consumption expenditure, which is basically related with income level. As more the income, more will be the consumption expenditure. That is, when income increases, consumption expenditure also increases. But one thing you must remember here, the consumption expenditure does not increase at the same rate what the income increases. As because a part of increased income goes to saving also. That is why we understood easily, that is why marginal propensity to consume plus marginal propensity to save, that would equal 1. And this autonomous consumption expenditure is nothing when there is something consumption expenditure even at the zero level income. That is the autonomous consumption expenditures. Now come to the second part of the questions. Second part of the question is what? In the absence of income tax, in the absence of income tax, there will be no income tax. Without considering the income tax, we have to find out the equilibrium level of income. Equilibrium level of income. In the absence of income tax, equilibrium level of income given by equations. So what will be the equations? So income is equal C plus investment. Next, government expenditures. Since their autonomous tax is also given, that will be minus N plus net export, that is export minus import. So we need to restructure these equations formally. Again, Y in place of C, we can write A plus BY, that is disposable income, plus investment plus government expenditure minus tax plus net export. So again, Y A plus BY, B, disposable income is simple thing without considering the income tax, but we need to consider here autonomous consumption expenditure, which also does not relate with any other variable such as income, that is y minus lump sum tax plus investment plus government expenditure minus tax plus net export. Now just we can put the value. So y is equal, A means 600, this is autonomous, say B, marginal propensity to consume is given 0.5, that is y minus tax is given 250, tax is given 250. Next, investment is also given 200, investment is given 200 plus government expenditure is given 300 and tax is also given 250, and this portion, that is net export, is given as 50. Now you see here, y is equal 600 plus 0.5 y minus 250 into 0.5, so 125 value plus 200 plus 300 minus 250 plus 50. Now you see this 0.5 y, that is y minus 0.5 y. Here 600 minus 125 plus 200 plus 300 minus 250 plus 50. So here we will get 0.5 y after solving 600 plus 200 plus figure, 300 plus figure and plus 50 plus figure, and minus figures minus 125 minus 250, there is a 375 minus figure. So after all you will get result, we will get 775. Therefore equilibrium level of income 775 divided by 0.5. It will result 14,155,150. So therefore equilibrium level of income 1550, but we have to add last 30 crore rupees. So 15,50,000 crore. This is the equilibrium level of income without considering the income tax, without considering the tax. Next part of the question, with considering tax. With considering the tax, what will be the equilibrium level of income? In the absence of income tax, in the presence of income tax. Now in the presence of income tax, in the presence of income tax, what will be the equilibrium level of income? After considering income tax, that is again income identities, income equations, that is C consumption plus investment plus government expenditure minus tax plus net export, that is X minus M. Again we can write C means autonomous consumptions plus disposable income, that is BYD, B indicating marginal propensity to consume as same as earlier, plus investment plus government expenditure minus tax plus net export. Now this one A plus B, YD means Y minus income tax, rate of tax, amount of income tax, that is rate of tax into income level, this one tax, plus I plus G minus T plus export minus import. Now you see y a plus by minus multiplied and removing the bracket b t y minus bt plus investment plus government expenditure minus tax plus net export. Now here byt byt or this one by when it comes here minus by when it comes here plus bty. So what is there? A minus bt plus investment plus government expenditure minus autonomous tax plus net export. Just we can take common y. So 1 minus b plus bt. bt marginal propensity of tax and t indicating the rate of tax here. So a minus bt plus investment plus government expenditure minus tax plus net export. Now just put the value. After putting the value, we get, just putting the value, y 1 minus means what? 1 minus 0.5 in place of marginal plus 0.5 rate of tax 0.1, that is 0.1. A is 600 minus B 0.5, tax is 250, investment 250. What is investment figure? Investment is given here. How much investment? Investment. How much investment is there? Investment 300. How much? 200 is investment. 200 is investment. Plus government expenditure is also 300. 300 and 250. 250 autonomous income tax plus net export 50. So here we will get 0.55y, and this one after solving 0.25, 600 plus figure 200, 800, 1100, 1150 plus figure, 1150 plus figure, and a minus figure is there 375. So 775. So that is why income will be 775, 0.55. So result this much. Therefore, after considering tax, equilibrium level of income, this much, 14,09,000 crore. This much will be the equilibrium level of income. Now third part is saying what the net exports will undergo changes after change in income. Third part or last part of the questions, so what will be the change when there will be the change in income? That is, already we have got the same equation after taking taxes, 1 minus b minus plus bt, this one y, and a minus bt, investment plus government expenditure minus autonomous tax plus export minus import. This net export, this was export. So here we will get figure 0.55 as earlier. Consumption here 600 minus 0.5, tax is 250, and investment 200 plus government expenditure 300, and 250 is autonomous tax plus export minus import. Now by taking Y earlier incomes, what? Earlier income. By taking earlier income, we have to show what the net exports increase. So earlier income is how much? 1550. This much was the earlier income. When we put the income in place of Y, we'll get net export 127.50. So therefore, what will be the net change? Net change in export 127.50. Earlier net export was 50. So what will be the change? 77.50. So net export increased by, therefore net export is increased by 77 by adding 77,500 crore. So this much export will be increased by taking the income level of 1550. Okay, thank you.